our next guest on Beyond Marks is very special someone. She's Isha Mehta, an experienced counseling psychologist and a hypnotherapist with nearly 2 decades of expertise in mental health and emotional well-being. So what are some of the major emotional challenges that you see in today's generation?
The pressure is to become someone, and that someone is not so clear in their heads. So they're just struggling.
You know, when you're actually dealing with adolescents, is it important and why is it important?
So, we're just doing the tick marks.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Do you need some food? Have you done your homework?
Oh my God, हम पतली गली से निकल जाते थे उनको avoid करके.
Absolutely,
And we don't
absolutely.
want our kids to do that
We
to
don't.
us, right? Therapy is a sign of weakness or strength.
Strength.
Yes. Marks or mental health.
Mental health any day, Mansi.
I see.
Karmanyavadhikarasте ma phaleshu kadachan. Parenting should not focus on outcomes. The control that we have is on our actions.
What's a better way to do this?
I read about somebody just taking off a gun and taking out a gun out of the pocket and just shooting.
Welcome to Beyond Marks podcast. It's a conversation inspired by my book, Unstuck, Your Journey Begins Here, where we explore what truly success means for students. Confidence, mindset, emotional well-being, career clarity. These are the few things that really are important. And we're going to do this through powerful conversations with educators, counselors, experts, parents and even teenagers. Today, our next guest on Beyond Marks is very special someone. She's Isha Mehta, an experienced counseling psychologist and a hypnotherapist with nearly 2 decades of expertise in mental health and emotional well-being. Known for her work with teens, parents, families, she has helped countless individuals navigate stress, anxiety, and confidence, and all the other emotional challenges that you can think of. So we are very excited to have this conversation with us. A very warm welcome to you, Isha.
Hi, Mansi. Hello, Mansi. I'm so happy and I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely a pleasure. So Isha, to start with, we would all like to know, how did you navigate into this field of psychology? What has been your journey? Please share with us.
I was always drawn to human emotions, behaviors, relationships. What would really excite me was to understand why is this behavior happening? Why is this person behaving in a certain manner? Why are two different people reacting in a same situation so differently?
Absolutely.
And that pulled me towards psychology.
Wonderful. Wonderful. When you said that it was human behavior that actually excited you or intrigued you rather. Amazing. Brings us to the next question, which is you work with children, you work with teenagers, you work with parents, couples, you also work with organizations, and so what are some of the major emotional challenges that you see in today's generation?
Today's generation, I think, is just too stuck. They are going through something called identity pressure.
Oh yes, okay.
They are unable to understand who they really are and who they really want to become.
Okay.
The pressure is to become someone, and that someone is not so clear in their heads. So they're just struggling. I see today's generation struggling, not at peace within themselves.
So well said, and this is so deep when you say that they're trying to become something and they don't even know what they want to
don't even
become.
know, yeah.
And it is so sad because when that is there, you want to get somewhere, but you just don't know what is the
Yeah.
destination.
And there aren't any Google Maps here.
They aren't. And this comes across now that you talk about it. I as a teen counselor, I see this happening in teens all the time.
Yeah.
They feel anxious at this age, and the first time they told me 14, 15 feeling anxious, I said, really? But yes, the anxiety is there because they don't know what they are all about. They don't know what they want to become. There is no roadmap per se. They need clarity and there is none at the moment. Yes. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now having worked with also as a school psychologist for years, how have you seen teenagers change over the last decade?
Yes, I see a lot of change. Back in the days, there was pressure. There was academic pressure.
Yes.
Parents weren't very understanding. Parents were also struggling. There were issues that, there as well. There were external issues as well, circumstances, peer pressure. All of that existed even back in the days.
Absolutely.
But I feel the teenagers back then could contain all of this, could deal with it better.
They were resilient.
Yes, they were resilient. Today, I see teenagers very overwhelmed. They are
Absolutely.
overwhelmed.
True
They are
that.
struggling, like I said.
True that.
They're just bottling up a lot of their feelings.
they are.
They don't even know what
Yes.
emotions they are going through. Unfortunately, nobody taught us to label emotions.
Absolutely. Very well said.
You know, nobody taught us to label. So they're struggling labeling emotions. They are struggling with so many thoughts, like a wave, like it's like a storm happening in their head. So many thoughts coming, and they don't know how to contain them. One, how to deal with these thoughts, and all they are doing is looking for external validation.
Absolutely.
So I think that is the difference, and that is the change.
Yes, yes, you're right. You know, this is what I've observed too. They're all bottled up.
Yeah.
Because, and they don't know who to share it with. They feel this, you know, they can't even share it with their parents because they feel that they're getting judged or they'll be picked up upon. You know, the
Absolutely.
parents will pick up on those things.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we have this exercise when I'm coaching my teens. We have this exercise, we say, name it, name your emotion, tame your emotion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then regulate it.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't know what you're going through, how are you going to fix it?
How are you going to
so,
fix it?
you know, I think this is a big thing that you're talking about. And the very fact that we're having this conversation and so many people are going to listen to it, Isha, this is really going to help people because they'll realize that they're not alone.
They're not
it's a
alone.
very common
It's a very
phenomena
common
and it's okay to talk about it. So thank you so much for sharing that. So, you know, in my book, Unstuck, Your Journey Begins Here, I talk about how many teenagers feel lost, they feel confused, and they feel pressure to have it all figured out. Yeah. So, what do you think the teens today feel? Why do they feel so emotionally overwhelmed? You said that they feel overwhelmed. Why is that? Is it because of the lack of clarity? Is it because of some kind of pressure? Is it some kind of FOMO? What is it according to you? Or is it a mix of all those things?
See, before answering your question, like you said that, you know, they are looking for, everything needs to be figured out. What is the hurry?
What's the hurry?
You know, what's the hurry? Why do you want everything to be figured out when you're
Absolutely.
16?
Absolutely.
You know, what's the rush? But before I answer this and we get into deeper details and more into it, I would like to ask the parents, today's parent, what is it that you want your child to become? Do you want your child to become a topper, an entrepreneur, a successful professional? That's all.
That's right.
I think when we give birth, okay, I want a cute child. I want the child to grow up well. I want to provide him the best of everything: nutrition, good school. And the moment the child enters preschool, that's when the competition begins.
Absolutely. So sad.
So we need to go back. We need to sit with each parent today, sit with them and make them look back into their lives.
Okay.
When they started off with preschool, you know, for their child, what was their aim? Were they looking for a happy child coming out who enjoyed her day? Maybe not. The first question is, what did you do today?
Absolutely.
How was school?
Yeah,
Were you able to, you know, manage yourself? The pressure begins from that level. Then school happens. All the time we're looking for marks. It's the conditioning. The children today, the teenagers today, they are used to this pattern.
They are.
They need to unlearn all of this. So I would not really blame the teenagers. I would go back and, you know, maybe look at the conditioning that has led to what we see today.
Absolutely. So I think there's a lot of work that needs to be
Yes,
done
yes.
there. But again, thank you for calling it out. So parents, please, question नहीं करना है आपको. आप don't question them. कटघरे में नहीं खड़ा करना है. That's what, you know, Isha's been telling us. Share. Don't question, share. आप, you know, so in a parenting, we have a very simple mantra. We say share and don't question. What do
Yeah.
you share? You share about your life. छोटी बड़ी हर चीज़. And then the child will share. You remember, Isha, I remember हमारे साथ तो ऐसे ही होता था. एक आंटी थी हमारी जो हमें, she used to find us and keep asking us questions.
Yeah.
क्या किया, क्यों किया, कहाँ जा रहे हो, कैसे जा रहे हो, उसने क्या बोला, तुम्हारे घर में कौन, क्या हो रहा है. Oh my God, हम पतली गली से निकल जाते थे उनको avoid करके.
Absolutely,
And we don't
absolutely.
want our kids to do that
We
to
don't.
us, right?
But then, you know, I see parents, they are learning, but they are learning, I understand they're learning, great. But the parenting is very outcome focused. So, you know, this reminds me of a beautiful quote from the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
Karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Parenting should not focus on outcome. We do not have control over the outcomes. The control that we have is on our actions.
Absolutely.
So I think what we need to focus on is, what am I doing as a parent today?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what am I doing as a teenager today?
Absolutely.
We need to first learn ourselves and then teach them.
Absolutely.
Let's not, you know, obsess over outcomes.
बिल्कुल. And from the Bhagavad Gita, there's another one. कर्म कर, फल की इच्छा मत कर.
Absolutely.
So this is what it is.
Yes.
आप सिर्फ कर्म करो, फल आपको मिलेगा. That's the
Yes,
byproduct.
absolutely.
And ये once you start practicing it, and I've started doing it, overwhelm कम हो जाता है. क्योंकि मेरे को action करना है.
That's
फिर
the
वो
mantra.
देखेगा और होगा.
Right? And when we are only outcome focused, we're only bringing in a lot of anxiety.
We are.
A lot of stress.
And you can't control it.
You can't control it,
Yeah.
And it's only going to drain us. It's not going to
Absolutely.
energize us. So
Wonderful.
let's start focusing on our
Absolutely.
actions.
I think another takeaway from what you just said, we just also quoted the Bhagavad Gita. I feel that every teenager, every parent should actually also be reading the Bhaggavad Gita because उसमें इतने life lessons
Absolutely,
हैं
yeah.
and so easily explained and कोई again rush नहीं है. एक आप सीखिए उसको apply कीजिए अपनी life पे and then move on. So because
Yeah.
I think there's another one where Krishna says all you need to do is तू मेरी भक्ति कर and बाकी मैं देख लूँगा.
Yeah, surrender.
Surrender.
The first thing is surrender. जैसे
Absolutely.
आप हो, just surrender.
Surrender.
Why so much rush? Why so much worry?
So much
Just
worry.
surrender.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself
Absolutely.
and keep working.
Absolutely. And मेरे पास भी मत हुआ, मैं तेरे पास आऊँगा.
Yes,
The God is saying that to you.
Wow.
तू बस कर जो करना है तुझे, Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So that's my question to you. Among students, there is rising anxiety and depression. So what are the biggest reasons behind this declining mental well-being of teenagers today? Why is that?
See, like I said, there's a lot of identity pressure.
Yes.
Who they should be becoming.
Yes.
They are struggling with traditional system in the house, traditional value system, and the new age modern world. They don't know how to strike a balance.
Yes.
The values we learnt in school, honesty, respecting elders, I think that needs, of course, they exist,
upgrade.
but that needs an upgrade. That needs
Upgrade,
revision.
yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Definition of success needs to be redefined.
Oh, beautifully said.
Fear of failure,
Yes.
constant fear of failure. The benchmark that parents have taught their children to set, that needs a little bit of tweaking.
I get
Right?
it, I get
A
it.
lot of, the benchmark needs to reduce, or maybe just again, they need to. They need to discuss it with their own selves.
Absolutely.
More than discussing with their teachers or their parents,
True that.
they need to sit and look within.
There's
What
no
does success mean to them,
introspection,
right? Is success only becoming, a doctor or an engineer or an AI expert today? Maybe not. Success is right now celebrating your small wins.
Absolutely.
Right?
Very well
So
said.
there's a lot of FOMO, like we see, a lot of social media pressure. I think that is the killer.
Yeah, very well said. And thank you for calling
Yes.
it out again. We need an upgrade. You need to update that software. The benchmarks are old. So many takeaways from what you just said.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So also, Isha, social media, as you said, it's created a fear of judgment in
Yes,
teenagers,
yes.
right? There's a FOMO. And also there is a validation seeking mindset in teenagers or even in us for that matter that gets created because of social media. So how can students, protect their mental peace in this hyper digital era? Because it's going to stay and we can't be in silos.
Yeah.
What is that
It's going to
advice?
only increase, Mansi.
It will.
So I think first they need to understand what is social media doing to them. Are they even looking for self-validation? The new the likes, the views, all of this they're attracted to. And they're going through loneliness. They may be having hundreds of friends, hundreds of online interactions, but very few safe relationships.
Absolutely.
So what they are looking, external validation is what they're seeking. From where?
From where?
Is the source even real? Yeah. What standards are they keeping for themselves?
Okay.
Do they even associate with those standards, the benchmarks, like I said before?
Yes.
So I think what is most important, how do they deal with this digital overstimulation?
Yes.
I think they need to just pause.
Very well said.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, very well said. And I think that's important.
Yes.
Pause, introspect.
Introspect.
And then because that is what grounds you. And then you'll know once you're confident inside, you'll be confident outside.
Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
validations are not outside. It's all inside.
It's all inside.
That's what.
But Mansi, when you say it's all inside, inside is like so deep.
Yeah.
Do we even know
Yes.
what does inside
True.
mean?
Yeah, it's actually, yes.
Self-awareness, self-reflection, look within yourself.
So how did
all
it
of
start,
this?
Isha?
Yes, how does it start?
How did it start?
Right? They need to first identify the emotions that they're going through.
Okay.
on a daily basis. You know,
Okay.
I encourage teenagers, I encourage parents,
Yes.
I encourage adults to just, you know, at the end of the day, they should just sit and take a piece of paper and pen and note down how they felt the entire day. Everything
Yes.
can't be happiness. Everything can't be
Absolutely.
sadness. Everything can't be anger. Anger is an umbrella of emotions.
It is, it
right?
is, it is.
Irritability we see in teenagers.
Yes.
What made you irritable? They should ask themselves, okay, this is the emotion that they've listed. Now, what is the thought that led to this emotion?
Okay. Okay.
What if I fail this exam? What is the emotion? What do you think the emotion is? If a teenager is thinking this way, what if I fail? The emotion will be disappointment, worry, rejection, feeling small,
Okay.
feeling sad, maybe feeling suicidal.
Yeah,
you know?
anything. And yeah, be honest with
yes.
it. Yeah.
So then we need to just sit with the child, sit with the teenager and ask, what if I fail? Okay, what about you fail? I'll not be loved. I'll be rejected. I will not be accepted. And that's where work begins.
Okay.
You know, your self-worth doesn't come from your achievements.
Got it.
This needs to be redefined today.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that awareness, you know, once you
Yes.
start the dialogue, once
The
you
dialogue, the
actually
inner dialogue.
start, yes, absolutely. And I don't think teenagers have the time to do this because
Yeah.
they're running from one class to the
Yes,
other.
yes.
Their projects to be made, their classes to be attended, friends, and then the rest of the time is on social media. That's the way they
Absolutely.
unwind.
Yeah,
Nobody's sitting with themselves. Even we are scared to sit with ourselves so many times. So yes, I
You said
think-
something very important. We are scared to sit with ourselves. As adults, we are scared. Why? Because, you know, the demons come out. The dark side comes out and it
yes.
just scares us. But
Yes.
that's where the awareness begins.
yes.
You know, when you first become fearful of your own, oh my goodness, I'm thinking all this. Yeah, you are
Just be with
thinking
your
all
thoughts.
this. Now learn to deal with it. Are these thoughts rational? Are they irrational? What is each thought trying to tell you? And remember, not all thoughts need space in your mind. Some thoughts should just be, okay, आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, ये विचार हैं, ये सिर्फ thoughts हैं, इनको आने जाने दीजिए. Do not pay attention to every thought. But thoughts that just gets fixated in your mind, they make you feel low, they make you think more, are thoughts that need attention.
Wonderful. I like that when you said thoughts आ रही हैं, जा रही हैं, उनको आने जाने दीजिए.
Yes.
उनको मत
They
बांधिए
don't,
मत.
yeah,
हाँ.
and all of them don't need space.
Yeah, they don't need space. Very well said. So many students, they look confident externally. You know, they have this facade.
Yeah.
Now, but they struggle internally. They are, and even with adults. But we'll focus on the teens now. So, what are some of the signs that parents and teachers should never ignore?
You should look at changes that are happening.
Yes.
Social withdrawn, socially withdrawn child. Social withdrawal is one of the most common, common symptoms or sign that we see today.
Okay.
Change in sleep. The children who are sleeping in class. Why are
okay.
they so bored? Is it boredom? Are they tired? Are they just overthinking? Too much worrying in children also comes as sleepiness.
Okay.
When they wake up in the morning, they're not fresh. Of course, they probably stayed up all night chatting with their friends.
that's a
It could also
possibility.
be overthinking
It could be overthinking.
and not dealing with the current challenge, which is probably academic or performance. So they end up choosing sleep over dealing
so
with
you're trying
life.
to avoid something.
Yes.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, absolutely. So it could be changes in appetite, irritability, mood swings, avoidance, academic, grades dropping down,
Okay.
right?
So
and
these are the red
yeah,
flags.
these are the facts, right?
So please, parents, look at these red flags.
Yes.
None of them should be ignored.
Should be ignored.
Please have a conversation or get expert help. You know, it's always good to reach out.
Reach out.
Yes. So, in your opinion, what hurts teenagers more today? Pressure to succeed or the fear of not being enough?
Both, I think. Pressure to succeed. Yes, they want to be at the top. They want to all be achievers
Yes.
because maybe, they've been taught, like I said, conditioning. They've been taught this way.
Yes.
You get good marks, you're loved as a child. You get
yeah.
good marks, you score well, you get into a great university, oh, you'll be valued. Right?
Yeah.
So, today we are deciding the next 5 years for them.
The narratives.
The
no?
narratives, yes. It is the narratives.
Very well said. So, yes, absolutely. I think it's true. It
Yes.
happens. We see that so often. So, what roles or do parents unknowingly play in increasing that stress and anxiety in children? You mentioned a few things. Is there anything else that they should do that? They do?
See, parents are too focused on correcting the behaviors.
Correcting the
So it's
behaviors.
connectedness over correctedness. They're trying to
I agree.
correct.
Yes.
They're trying to just tell them, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
How many times we are listening to our child, with nothing else happening. Most
true
of
that.
us are working today. We only have about half an hour to maybe sit with our children. In that half an hour, we have our helpers who want to ask us something. We have some calls going on. That undistracted time,
Is not
the consistent time that we can give to our teenagers today is something that we need to do. We do not need to lecture them so much. More than anything else, listening. Parents today tell me, I don't know enough about my child. I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
My teenager doesn't talk to me. And that's a very typical teenager, isn't it?
It is. Are
Right?
you even
Privacy.
listening, parents?
Yeah. I mean, parents just need to sit there. Even
Yeah.
if the child is not talking, sit, look at her life, look at his life, observe.
absolutely.
And crack a joke. Add humor. If the child is telling you, okay, I'm going out with friends, you can just crack a joke and say, okay, tell me about your friends. Okay, do you think you have this kind of a boy in your group? I had that kind of a friend. So crack a joke.
Yes.
So I think break the ice is something that
I
is
think
important.
that's a beautiful thing that you're sharing, because it's about sharing and not just questioning them. Huh?
Questioning them.
And again, you mentioned another beautiful thing. You said connect before you correct.
Yes,
We say that in parenting also.
Yes.
We're so quick to correct them, but
Yes.
connection to bana lo pehle.
Yeah, and we're
Tabhi
so
to sunenge.
critical.
We are
We're so critical. Constant comparison. We keep telling ourselves, do not compare to, but we all are comparing. They're already being compared with social media influences. The
absolutely.
children
Yes.
themselves are comparing.
Yes.
Today, social media is all about comparisons.
It is.
How your body looks like, how your hair is, whether you are fair, whether you're dark, whether you're thin, whether you're fat. Are you even tall enough? So much is going on in their heads. And as
Absolutely.
parents, we
Yeah.
are even comparing them more.
True that. And next time, Isha, if children start saying, oh, वो शर्मा आंटी तो आपसे कितनी अच्छी लगती
Oh my
हैं,
goodness.
या वो वर्मा अंकल तो कितना अच्छा बोलते हैं अपने they
We feel so offended.
we will feel so
Yes.
offended, and
we will
probably
not
put
like
them-
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I think we should be mindful of that.
Yes, yes.
So how can schools create these emotionally safe spaces for students beyond academics?
See, I feel schools should normalize counseling. I
agree.
see it's a part of the curriculum now to
Yes.
have a
But is
life
it
skills
really
program.
happening?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or else, even if they are offering, because it's not normalized and there's so much hush about it, children do not like to, teenagers do not like to visit the counselor in the school.
Yes.
And a lot of schools, they are using the counselor as a behavior modification guru. The police in the school. That's not the way it should happen.
Yes,
The children should find this space as a safe space, like a
Yes.
heart-to-heart connect.
True that.
So when I was working in one of the schools, our room was called Heart to Heart.
Oh, beautiful.
So this is the work we would do.
Yes.
And I think if the schools are doing it, the children, I mean, the teenagers are going to be happy.
True that.
So
true
what
that.
else? And I feel schools may, emotional connectedness, self-awareness, realization, all of this should be a part of the curriculum.
It should be.
Before taking a class, if the teachers have 2 minutes, one should ask the children, how are you feeling today?
Absolutely.
You know?
It's all about that, isn't
Yes.
it?
If I ask you, how are you feeling? Automatically we are conditioned to say, oh, I'm good. Are you
Yeah.
even good?
Absolutely. And this is so important. I think, these pearls of wisdom that you're just dropping off like that, I think they're so amazing.
Yes.
Because when you're asking them, how are you feeling? You know what it does? I, in a robotic way, I'm just going about my life, but now it forces me to
It
think,
forces
how
you
am
to
I
think.
feeling?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
take a pause.
Yes.
And I think if we make it so normal, saying, instead of saying, how are you feeling
How are
today?
you feeling
How are
today?
you feeling right
Yes.
now? And then you're
Yes.
like, okay, how am I feeling? You
Yes.
share or don't share, but at least
they
you've
share,
done a
at least
scan.
the thinking starts
Yes,
happening.
you've done a
the
scan.
labeling of emotion starts happening. They start questioning themselves
Yes.
that, okay, am I feeling this way? Is it too? I mean, I've been feeling stressed for long. I need to do something about it.
Absolutely.
And that's where the change begins.
That's where the change begins. So let's replace how are you with how are you feeling today.
Yes.
And then you do a scan of how are you
Yes,
feeling.
absolutely.
Okay? Yes. Okay. So, Isha, also, how can parents, what can they, so, we're saying improve communication. How can parents improve communication? Can you give them some tips?
Communication. Okay, so then, like I said, maybe just 20 minutes are enough. The attention span of your teenager is anyways very low, right?
20 minutes,
You just need to sit there,
Yes,
talk it out.
absolutely.
You don't need to be that CID agent who wants to just find out what's happening.
Absolutely.
I don't need to find out anything,
Yes.
but I am sitting next to you.
Just-
Maybe what you're doing, I'm also doing. If you're on your computer, I'm also on working. But let's just be around each other. So first,
Got it.
make a common space. Let them come out of their rooms and
Yes.
sit in the lobby with you.
Absolutely.
So I think the first
Come out of their rooms is
come out
very
of their
important,
rooms.
yeah.
Come out, sit with me. This is safe space. I am not going to judge you. I'm not going to be critical. I'm not going to ask you questions, and I will not correct you.
Wonderful.
Right?
So that also, in a way, help to build the trust also.
Build the
will it
trust,
not?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. So now, what is active listening? Why is active listening so important? You know, this is what you've been talking about. You know, when you're actually dealing with adolescents, is it important, and why is it important?
Very important. You know, once the teenager gets to know that this person is listening
Yes.
and not just hearing
Yes.
and not just lecturing,
Yes.
that is where, you know, the teenager starts to feel connected.
Yes.
So I think that is what is important. Active listening is not speaking too much. It is just sitting and listening to you. Okay, tell
Yes.
me, how did your day go?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering, you know, are you feeling okay? Are you hungry? We are just doing the check marks, you know, we're just doing the tick marks.
Yes.
Are you hungry? Do you need some food?
know.
Have you done your homework? Okay,
Yeah.
there's an MUN coming. Are you signing up for it? There's a
Yes.
debate coming. Are you signing up for it? What internship? Okay, so and so is doing so much. Are you doing enough? No.
So robotic.
So robotic.
Yes.
Right? We can just talk to them about simple
Yeah.
things. Okay, what kind of clothes do you think you like to wear these days? I see girls dressing up this way. Oh, how do you like to dress up?
Ah, wonderful.
You know, these are connect. This is connect.
Yes.
Connect with what's happening in their life. Natural connect.
Absolutely.
Rather than
Yeah.
only talking about universities, admissions,
Yes.
all that is happening. We know
Yeah.
that has to be done.
Absolutely.
But this is important.
And this is when they realize that they matter to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not just regular stuff, routine stuff,
Absolutely.
but they
Yeah.
actually matter to you. Wonderful.
Inculcating habits also.
Yes.
You know, we all want our children to be aware. We all want them to know what's happening in the world around. Is making them sit and lecturing them and telling them, okay, now read the newspaper. Will that help? That never helps.
What's a better way to do this?
Better way to do it is, okay, you've read a piece of news. In a normal dinner table conversation, you just tell them, you know what I read today?
Yes.
I read about crime.
Yes.
I read about somebody just taking off a gun and taking out a gun out of the pocket and just shooting.
Yes.
You know, all of this is happening.
Absolutely.
I am so unaware.
Yeah.
Pretend to be not knowing.
Yeah, lovely. And then
And
encourage
most
them.
parents, in fact, all the parents just want the child to know, I know more than you. I am the authority. That doesn't work.
And that's on the contrary. It's the teenagers today. They know so much.
Yes, they
They're
know
so
much
well
more.
aware.
They are
Why don't
fully
you-
aware.
Yes.
They know much more than what
Much
you know.
more. Be
So
a tech
pretend
or- yes.
that I don't know and I would like to know.
Wonderful.
The moment you tell your teenager, I would like to know and I don't know, that is where the change begins.
That's a beautiful hack. You know, I'm going to try this out. You know,
Another
pronto.
thing, Mansi,
Yes, please.
the emotional energy. Children model our emotional energy. So if they are coming from a place of, say, let's rate it, you know, on a scale of 0 to 10, if their emotional energy, when they're probably irritable or a little irritated, mood swings are happening, which is very common in teenage, their emotional energy is, say, 9 on 10 or 8 on 10. We should always ask ourselves, I want to deal with this teenager of mine. What is my emotional energy right now? If your energy is also 9 on 10, which is negative,
Yes.
then we are only inviting conflict. I need to
absolutely.
calm down. I need to tell myself, listen, bring it to 2, bring it to 3, bring it to 4.
Yes.
I need to do some mindful exercises myself.
Absolutely.
I need to do some box breathing. I need to deep breathe. I need to just scan my entire body, calm down. Bring your energy to 4 and
Yes.
then deal with your child who is at 9.
Absolutely.
And then his energy will come down.
Absolutely.
His energy flow will get better. And then we will come to a dialogue.
Beautiful. So yeah, there is, you know, I totally believe that calm parents have calm children.
Yes.
Chaotic parents have chaotic,
Chaotic children.
children.
Absolutely.
So it's basically how you are,
Yes.
and that's what gets
Yeah.
incorporated in your
Absolutely.
children. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love the way we're talking about it, and you're also giving them the how, because so many times we just know ये ठीक करना, लेकिन कैसे ठीक
कैसे
करें,
करना
तो वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, because it's not that parents don't want to do it, but उन्हें पता ही नहीं है कैसे करना है. So I know that this conversation is going to again add so much value, because everybody will have something to take away
To
from
take
it.
away. Yes. Yeah.
Sure. So, you know, again, I've realized and I've noticed that many teenagers, Isha, they hesitate to seek therapy because of the stigma and the taboo, and it's just not a done thing at this moment. So, what message would you like to give them?
Therapy is not weakness. Therapy helps you become self-aware. It's a powerful tool that you can, you know, it's towards self-love. It's about self-care. I think the first thing you can do to yourself is go seek therapy, talk to someone. You are only going towards growth and betterment.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But you know, Mansi, what I feel today, more than teenagers, it's the parents' fear.
Yeah,
Teenagers reach out.
they reach out. Absolutely.
You know,
They
so
are
I
open.
in my clinical work, I see a lot of teenagers calling me. Then we have to convince their parents. They tell me, can you talk to my parent? Can you tell them I'm in a safe space?
Because they don't
Yes,
understand.
because I won't blame the parents also. Parents do not know. Therapy is wasn't the thing in the past,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Therapy is still a taboo. Going to
Yeah,
a psychiatrist or a psychologist
Yes.
is a big taboo even
Yes,
now.
yes,
You know,
yes.
parents end up feeling that, that the therapist is going to control their child,
Hmm.
is going to hypnotize their child, and is going to make her go against me.
Okay.
All the house, you know, all the secrets of the house are going to come out.
I think
that's what they're
that's
scared
what they're
of.
scared of.
So if the teenager comes and tells me, my parents are fighting day in day out, they are scared of revealing that truth.
Got it. They
So
don't want to
parents,
face it themselves.
yes, they don't want to face it. So it's, you know, we should give out this message to parents. Therapy is important. Trust the child's therapist. Trust the therapist. In fact, come be a part of the therapy program. If the counselor, the parent and the teenager, we work together as a team, we can really do wonders.
Absolutely. And you know, I feel that it should be normalized.
Yes.
Like going to the dentist. Every 6 months you have a
Yeah.
dental checkup. You should have maybe, how often is it important? Every 2 months?
Every
Every
it's
month?
actually every week.
Every week?
Yeah,
Okay, so
every
at least
week.
start with
if
every
there is a
month.
real problem,
Yeah,
if there is,
yeah.
you know, emotional regulation का problem आ रहा है, बच्चा बहुत mood swings उसको हो रहे हैं, academic grades drop होते जा रहे हैं,
Constant,
the constant
monitoring.
stress.
Yes.
You know, the teenager is suffering since a couple of months or weeks.
Yes.
It's time you seek therapy. Take a few sessions.
Yes.
You know,
and experiment with it and
yes.
see how it works. Absolutely. So please don't shy away. Start the dialogue. It's just talk therapy. Start with the dialogue. You know, a lot of it gets covered there as
Yes.
well itself. Okay. So what are some of the daily habits that you feel when practiced could help improve mental health or even emotional stability?
Like I said before, self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
It all begins with reflection. You know, you don't have to sit in a meditative pose and chant a mantra to get that reflection. No. It's about sitting and analyzing your own self,
Okay.
looking at your day, understanding, okay, this situation made me feel this way. It all starts with feeling.
It all starts with
You know,
that,
the
yes.
situation made me feel this way.
Yes.
What are the thoughts that are going on in my mind? Are the thoughts rational, irrational? Am I overthinking? What are the cognitive errors that I'm making?
Okay.
The most common cognitive error that we see teenagers making is personalization.
Oh, they blame
These days,
themselves for
they
this,
blame
everything?
themselves.
Okay.
Anything that happens, they feel it's targeted towards me. If my parents are talking, they're talking about me. If two friends are talking or classmates are talking, must be talking about me. Personalization. They take everything so personally.
And if something is not going right, it's all because of
so
me.
that is called discounting the positive. They are not looking at the positives.
Oh my God.
Maximizing the negatives. They're only stretching the negatives.
Okay.
So we need to train them. That's how I said, you know, curriculum needs to include all of this.
And that's putting so much pressure on them,
Yes.
because if I'm constantly thinking all the wrongs are because of me,
Yes.
I'm not saying, oh, there's things are going right, it's because of me, but
Yeah.
all the wrongs are because
Absolutely.
of me. So much of pressure.
It's just
Oh my God.
irrational. You know, these thoughts are
Yeah,
irrational,
thoughts.
intrusive. And
Okay.
they're not required, but they just keep coming. And teenagers are not equipped how to handle them. We aren't
Absolutely.
equipped.
We aren't
We need
equipped.
to learn.
You're right. It's actually should be built into the
Yes.
curriculum, and even for adults,
Yes.
there should be sessions which should be mandatory
Yes.
to be taken.
Absolutely.
Because it just helps us to become a better person for ourselves, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think what's most important is teenagers today should sit and see how digital media, social media is having an impact on their lives. You know, when you have this conversation with a teenager,
Yes.
a lot of teenagers come and tell us, well, ma'am, it's really not doing any good to me. I only end up feeling frustrated by the end of the day.
Yes, yes.
Frustration.
Yeah.
Imagine constant frustration every day.
How do they deal with that? Because yes, you're right. This is a common problem. I
Yes.
hear that so much from my teens, you know, where they say that we are addicted to the
Yeah.
what
They tell
distracts
us,
you.
yeah.
They said it's the digital, you know,
Yeah.
digital gadgets or the phone. How to deal with that? What do you advise them to do?
What do they do actually? Let's look at first how they are coping up.
So okay. So what are they doing? Is they're looking at shorts, Instagram reels.
They're scrolling more.
They are scrolling more, and how they're coping up? I ask them often, they don't have a coping mechanism.
They do not have a goal.
do
They're
not have
probably
it.
looking at substance as a coping
Yes,
mechanism.
perhaps. Yes, absolutely.
You know, substance, gaming, and a lot of other
Vaping
things.
is very common these days, yes.
Vaping, and there's a lot more,
there's a lot
right? And they
more.
know much more than what we
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
And they have access.
They have access.
Unfortunately, they have access. So I think support group therapy works wonders.
Okay.
First, awareness. We as counselors, we need more counselors to join hands. Parents need to learn counseling techniques. They are not equipped. So parents need to learn these counseling techniques. They need to talk it out. I get SOS calls from parents and teenagers. They are fighting.
Oh my God. Okay.
There's a jung happening at home, right? Mother's shouting, child is shouting, teenager is shouting. They're just fighting. And that's when we just need to understand, okay, tell me, what is the teenager trying to convey to you? Can we please sit down and talk it out?
Yes.
Parents are only trying to bring their conditioning and their learning, what happened back in the days. I was not like this. I did not score like this. They would take out their own mark sheets to show their children.
And it's a different era
It's a
altogether.
different era. So much has changed.
Yes, yes.
So
nothing
much
is-
has changed.
Absolutely.
So I think the coping mechanism is journaling, great mechanism, mindfulness techniques, grounding techniques, nutrition and health, exercise.
lack of sleep.
Lack
All
of sleep.
teenagers are sleep
You need
deprived.
to tell them what sleep
Yes,
hygiene means. What does it do to you?
Absolutely.
You know, we're all focusing on protein intake. I see a lot of teenagers, they're so particular about the protein intake. Are they even particular about how many grams of mental health work that they're doing?
Absolutely. No, they're not.
They're
It's
not.
not even talked about.
Yes, so I think this is the concept that I'd like to introduce.
Yes.
How many grams of mental health goes into you? How many grams of mental health work that you're taking in?
Very important question. You have to
Yes.
answer in the comments for us.
Yes.
So what does success beyond marks truly mean to you as a psychologist?
It's about being comfortable in your own skin. You know, achievements will happen. Sooner or later, you are going to succeed.
Yes.
You know, what does success mean? Today, success means that I need to be comfortable.
True that.
Right? I am able to face challenges. I am able to bounce back.
Yes.
Emotional resilience
Yes.
is something that success should look like.
look like.
That
Absolutely.
is success.
True
You know,
that.
you fail, you're able to handle failure, you're able to handle loneliness. I think teenagers should be able to handle poor relationships today.
Absolutely.
That is success.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
marks तो आते रहेंगे.
आते रहेंगे.
कुछ ना कुछ तो बन ही जाओगे और अच्छा बनोगे.
बिल्कुल बनोगे.
Right?
And you're right, there's no one definition of
There's no one
success.
definition.
I think as you keep going on, it also keeps changing. And today it's happiness for me, maybe then someday it's a target that I
Yeah,
want to achieve,
yeah.
maybe it's a conversation
Yes.
perhaps.
So why put it under one big label? Marks, achievement, you know, dollars that I earn. No.
Exactly. And marks सिर्फ एक पहलू है.
Yeah,
एक
yeah.
पहलू ही है. True that. So, if you could give one powerful message to every teenager listening to this podcast today, what would it be?
Look at yourself. You have so much potential. And there is no need to hurry it all up. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. There are years ahead of you. Just have faith in yourself. Keep asking yourself every day, how am I feeling? What am I thinking? Am I feeling comfortable? Am I addressing the negative emotions that I'm dealing with? And that is where the change is going to become. So teenagers do not need to be in any hurry. You don't have everything to figure out. You're already going through so much.
Wonderful.
So take it easy and trust yourself. You have all the potential in the world.
Wonderful. I like, what I just one takeaway from me, for me again here is, you don't have to have it all figured out at this point in
Yes.
time. And I think this is for everybody. Even for me, if
Absolutely.
I'm working towards something, building something, सब कुछ अभी नहीं करना है ना. पहाड़ कैसे चढ़ते हो? अगर
कैसे
आपको
चढ़-
माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ना है तो आप एक ही बार चढ़ जाओगे.
yeah, no.
One step at a time.
And each step needs to be valued.
Absolutely.
Why can't we set ourselves unrealistic goals? You know, why are we setting up so many unrealistic goals for ourselves?
बिल्कुल, थोड़ा
Let's set up
करो.
realistic, achievable
बिल्कुल,
goals.
बिल्कुल.
How do you build confidence? You know,
Yes.
confidence can only be built with, what you are able to do in action.
In action,
It's not just motivation.
Absolutely.
Motivation comes when you actually can see the results.
Yes.
How
And
do
वो
the results
overrated
happen?
है मुझे
Yeah,
लगता
it's
है.
overrated.
आज है नहीं है
आज है कल
But
नहीं
it
है.
is only your actions.
Yes.
थोड़ा करो, रोज करो. एक step रोज. But move कर तो कर
Move
रहे हो
कर,
ना आगे.
absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great takeaway. Are you ready for a rapid fire
Oh, yeah.
round? Okay.
Excited.
So one word that describes today's teenagers.
Pressurized.
Pressurized. And so a therapy is a sign of weakness or strength.
Strength.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
it's adventure.
Yes, you have to be courageous to
Yes,
actually
a lot of
venture it,
courage.
yeah.
You know, I thank all my clients, young, old, middle-aged. I first tell them, great, you're here.
Yes.
So first just pat your back that you've
Yes.
done this for yourself.
Absolutely. Marks or mental health?
Mental health any day,
Any
Mansi.
day. I agree. I agree.
Because you know, if you are working on your mental health, marks will follow.
Absolutely.
Marks are not a problem.
Absolutely.
They'll come by. You need to be first comfortable.
I agree, 100%. One habit every teen should build.
Reflection.
Yes.
Awareness. More than anything else, awareness.
Absolutely. One message for the parents.
Parents, connect over correct. I think we need to connect with our children, with our teenagers, and not just be so critical about every small little thing that they do. So connect over correct is the message I have for you.
Very well said. And happiness means
So happiness is becoming comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable with who you are, and giving yourself small challenges every day, small achievable challenges, and working towards them. And
Beautiful.
finding joy in each and every small success that you achieve.
absolutely. And the end goal is to be happy.
Absolutely.
And happiness is in every moment. Live every moment. Just be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a really insightful conversation with you. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for coming over here and doing this with us, Isha. What the conversation that we've had today is going to have so much of impact. I know it's really going to make a lot of difference. So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mansi, for
Thank
having
you.
me here. It was a great learning for me as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.